Would it be fairly safe to say that in any kind of a conversation, a Korean and American might misunderstand each other because of cultural difference? Given the kind of travel that we all do now, a lot of us have experienced that kind of thing. Even simple things can be misunderstood because we come from a different cultural background. What hasn't dawned on us is there's no difference between my talking to a person in another culture and my reading the writings of a person from a different culture. All of the capacity we have to misunderstand in oral speech, we also have in reading the writings of people who are not Westerners, don't have the cultural outlook we do. All right, honor. Honor is relatively simple, actually, to understand. Honor is your standing in the pecking order of the village, together with the public recognition of that. There is no such thing as claiming honor that the village does not recognize. To claim honor that the village does not recognize is to be uppity, brash, a braggart, a fool. Honor is public reputation in the village, and everybody in the village knows exactly where you stand in the pecking order. The reason for that is there are two primary ways in which you can get your honor rating or ranking in a village. The overwhelming way in which you get your honor rating is what it is from your birth. It's what anthropologists call ascribed honor. It's the honor that you get the day you pop out of the womb. It's the honor that you and every member of your extended family has, male and female, everybody in your family has always had, and always will have. That kind of ascribed honor means that if you are born in a very high family, you have a high honor ranking. If you are born a lowlife, you have a low honor ranking. And you're probably going to have it till the day you die. So the overwhelming way in which you get your honor is from the family of your birth. Do you now understand why genealogies are so important in the Bible? Genealogies indicate in writing what a village knows orally, namely the family you were born in, and hence the honor ranking you have. I spent some time living in the little Palestinian village of Beit Jala on the West Bank. Doing research, my primary area of interest is peasant studies. And in living in Beit Jala, I discovered that when I would be introduced to peasants, they would often immediately tell me their genealogy. For most peasants, it's only 3 generations long. Me, my father, and my grandfather. Maybe my son. Maybe 4. Sometimes in an oral setting like that, they will go back and add the eponymous ancestors of the community, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Genealogies are, if you will, a kind of a map for the whole community, describing exactly where in the scheme of things you fit. Among non-literate people, which in antiquity was about 96% of the population, among non-literate people, genealogies would be very short. Only upper-class, wealthy people had written genealogies. And you understand that the longer the genealogy, the better, because it means you're from old money, not new money. You understand? Anybody curious why only 2 of our Gospels have genealogies for Jesus? Matthew and Luke provided genealogy, Mark and John do not. What I find interesting is the one in Luke. It goes all the way back to son of Seth, son of Adam, son of God. That is, it traces it to the beginning. That's the longest genealogy possible. Do you understand that an honor claim is being made? In fact, we know from Roman texts that people in the Roman world who did become newly rich and wanted to move up the social ladder hired genealogists to create fictive genealogies for themselves. And there were a few stars in the pantheon of Roman ancestors they all wanted to be associated with. For a fee, you could get that association. Now you have the map that tells everybody where you fit in the pecking order of things. And that has an enormous impact on your life. Your honor ranking determined who ate with whom, who could marry whom, who spoke to whom, who listened to whom. It determined who would speak first in a conversation. It determined who would marry whom and who would do business with whom. In fact, it determined most of the social patterns of your life. It's therefore critically important that everybody in the village know exactly where you stand, because it provides the roadmap for how you and I are going to interact with each other. So, for right now, the overwhelming way in which you are going to get your honor ranking is from your birth, ascribed honor.